You are about to plan a photo shoot, or maybe you've set your eyes on a premium stock collection. But do you know whether those photos are going to be enough? Do you know exactly what to ask a photographer? How many photos will you need before you need another photo shoot? How can you make sure that the investment that you make now yields results for at least a year? My name is Marcela Macias, and in this video I will show you the exact system I follow with my photography clients to make sure that all their needs are met for a year or more. Images follow words, my friends, and they follow your goals, your projects, and your business objectives. In order to determine which are the photos that you need for at least a year, here are the questions that you should ask yourself before you call the photographer. Number 1, will I change my website? Will I rebrand? Will I update my design? Will I create a video intro? You need to ask yourself these questions in order to make sure that all your design needs are met with these photographs. And it's always a good idea to work as a team with your photographer, your designer, and your brand stylist, so that every aspect of your web presence, of your visual presence, has the same feel. Your design and branding include also the branding collaterals, and the reason why this is important is because if you are going to print something, the photos that you select, whether they're custom or whether they are stock, need to have a certain resolution, a certain definition, a certain DPI. And you need to know this before you go buy photos, before you invest. When you are redesigning your website, at the minimum you will need a great photo for the header, a great portrait photo for your about page, and a variation of photos in the same style and feel and look of the photo from the header that you will use in your blog, in your social media, and also to illustrate and to give some interest to other aspects of your website. Number 2, am I at the center of my brand, or do I want to put at the center my products or services? Listen, personal brands are all the rage these days, but they are not the only possibility, and they may not be what you want for your brand or what is best for your brand. It is up to you to make your business based on you, or to make it based on your products and services and what you can do for your clients. I recently had a client that actually asked me this. She was so tired to have her face plastered everywhere on her website, and she wanted to put the focus on her clients and on the services and how she could transform their lives. And so what we did, we shifted the focus by creating a series of flat lays and lifestyle scenes that showed how her clients' lives could change. So these she distributed all around her website. She changed her lead magnets, she changed the visual look of everything, and her photo was simply put in the about page and the contact page, and that was it. It is always a choice that you have, so a choice that you have to make before you call the photographer. Number 3, what content will I create this year? What topics will you write about? Where will you focus? How many blog posts, videos, social media posts are you planning to post for at least a year? The most effective photos are the ones that speak the same language as your copy. So if you already know what you're going to write about, we can create photographs that will beautifully illustrate all those topics, and we can do it in a very simple way. We can create flat lays that then you can crop and adapt to your different needs, but you need to know in advance what it is that you are planning to talk about and what kind of topics and subjects are going to be the core of your content strategy for the following year. In the same sense as the question before, number 4 is what free lead magnets will I create? Remember, lead magnets, if they are beautifully designed, they attract much more attention and are more shared. So what you need to know is how do you want to illustrate the lead magnets that you're going to create? You have to think about the topics, the feelings, the lifestyle, as well as practical aspects such as the size, the design, and how are you planning to make them look and where are you planning to post them and advertise them. Number 5, which of my services do I want to promote? Has anything changed about my services in the past years? Am I going to be adding new type of services? Maybe I will be creating new types of products, for example, one-to-one services, group programs, live seminars, teleconferences. What is it that you are going to be focusing on? The reason that this question is important because we can take different types of photographs in order to illustrate the different services that you want to promote. For example, if we were going to photograph your personal services, then your portraits will be very, very important, and we will focus on poses that say, I am listening and I am here for you. If you were going to focus on teleseminars and conference and group programs, then we would like to photograph you in settings where you would be shown speaking, or you would be collaborating and working and with other people as well, so that there is this sense of community can be transferred and can be exposed with photographs. So you need to decide what you are going to be focusing on, so that we can take photos that can illustrate exactly that. A change in the type and the range of services that you are going to offer may require a re-evaluation of the photographs that you have in your website, and require new ones as well. Number 6, which products will I be launching this year? Do these products have photos? Are they up to date, or do I need to take new ones? Are there new products that I will need to have photographed before I can launch them into the world? What is important here is that people know at first glance what it is that you offer, that they know about your products, what you want them to know about them. So knowing what you will be launching and well will allow you to plan the amount of photos and images and when you need the images and make sure that these products match the feelings that you want to elicit in others during your launching. And here is the thing. Do not worry if you haven't finished creating these products at the time of your photo shoot. If you know what you will be creating, who they will be targeted at, and the feeling, the general feeling that you want people to feel when they work with your products and after they're done with your products, then that is enough for us to create great photos that then you can use once the products are ready. Now, this is something that we did with one of my clients last year. She had a wide range of products that what we did was we classified them according to the chakra system, the chakra that they helped activate. She's a very spiritual business and life coach, so that's how we work with her. And we divided it, we identified that she had the colors of her brand corresponded perfectly to the chakras that were activated when people were working with different products. So what we did is we classified them, and we used the different colors of her branding with different types of products. She also had some products that were not yet ready, but that were going to be created. So what we did here is we created the photos for her products and her existing products with, for example, we printed the printables and we created scenes that related directly to what needed to happen when someone was going through her products. And then we created some more general images in the colors of the products that were going to be created later. And what we did is we included electronics such as iPads and desktops and phones, where she would then overlay, once the products were ready and they were designed and they were out into the world, then she could overlay there the worksheets and the meditations and all the information that she needed in order to promote them. So it didn't matter that the products were not yet ready, because we already had the idea that we needed about how to work with them and how to make them, how to create the photos that could illustrate them accurately and properly. The important thing is the idea and knowing exactly what change they will cause in your clients and exactly who those clients need to be. If you're planning to create a different range of products, always talk to your photographer about them, so that she can create images that you can then use to promote them, and you don't need to go run around stock sites to find the perfect image for them. Number 7, where do I promote my business? Will I be adding some new channels? Which social media channel do I use the most? Which one gets me the best return on investment? Will I be trying a new one or simply deepening the ones that I'm already good at? And how many times do I post a day? And how many times do I post a year on social media? Do you advertise? Where do you advertise? Do you advertise on Facebook, on Google, on a blog? You need to know these things for 3 different reasons. First, because you need photos that will look great in the sizes and resolutions of each social media platform. Number 2, because different platforms have different audiences, and different audiences respond differently to different types of images. So you need to know exactly what is the type of images that you need to use in order for that audience to respond positively and take the action that you want them to take. Number 3, because knowing the sizes and the resolutions that each social media platform or even ad platform requires from you will allow you to know how many times you can repurpose each image. Let me give you an example with regards to this. Each of my images can be cropped into 30 different squares. That means that you would have, from one image, just with crops, 30 different social media posts. If to these crops you add color overlays in 2 different colors, then you will have 90 just with one crop with no color, and then another one with one of the colors of your brand, and another crop, the same image, with another color crop. If to this you add 2 different shapes, so you have the crop, 30 crops. These 30 crops can also be given, each of them, 2 different colors and 2 different shapes. It's not something like too weird that I'm telling you. Let's say that you add a circle, and then to another one you add a square. Then you have, for each image, you have 150 different squares, 150 days of posts in Instagram, for example. If you consider that my Grow plan, that is my entry-level plan, has 15 images, you have 15 images times 250, you have 2,250 posts on Instagram just with my Grow plan. And this means that if you divide that by 365, that you would have either 6 posts a day for a year or 3 posts a day, which is about average, for 2 years. So with 15 images, you actually have 2 years of social media posts on Instagram. How does that sound now? Number 8, what do I want my clients to know about me? The answer to this question will determine the type of photos that we are going to take. Whether we focus more on lifestyle images, on corporate style images, or on images of your products. Here is what you need to do. Choose 5 qualities that you want to be identified for. 5 qualities that make you different from others in your same line of work. Give these words to your photographer when you are starting to work with him, or use them as keywords when selecting stock images. Number 9, what feelings do I want to convey with my photos? What do you want your future customers to feel when they see your images in their newsfeed? What do you want them to think? Do you want them to feel joy, relief, peace and calm, intellectual stimulation, inspiration, creativity? Do you want them to find it funny? What is it that you want them to feel when they look at your photos? Choose 3 feelings that are your core desired feelings, the feelings that you want your brand to elicit in other people. Write them down, tell them to your photographer. Now let's put all this together. Let's say that in the next year you are going to be redesigning your website, you're planning to start blogging, you will launch twice 2 existing products, one of which is a coaching or mentorship, and the other one is a group program. You're also going to create a new product that will involve you speaking in front of others, which could be a retreat or maybe a conference. You will publish 52 blog posts, that means 1 blog post a week, of which you are planning half of them to be videos. You want to show leadership, excellence, and approachability when they see your images, and you want people to feel relaxed, empowered, and joyful when they see your photos. You will post on Instagram and Facebook 3 times a day, and you will also need some images to create YouTube thumbnails to promote your videos. You are planning to promote with Facebook ads and LinkedIn ads, and you want photos that can also be printable so that you can use them in your collaterals, brochures, and other type of printed advertising. You are also planning to promote your business in the printed press, so your photographs need to look great when printed in magazines and newspapers. Here is how this translates into images. You will need, at a minimum, 3 to 5 portrait photos of you that you can use in your About page and as profile picture in all your social media channels. If you are taking professional portraits, I would recommend in this case that you take one when you are looking straight at the camera for your mentorship services and coaching services, and at least one of you speaking, which could be represented as you speaking in front of a crowd so that you can promote with it your retreats, conference services, or any other speaking engagements that you have. In addition to this, I would recommend that you take about 3 to 5 portrait orientation, that means the vertical type of photos, so that you can use them for your lead magnets and for illustrating other parts of your website and adding interest to it. Of course, they could also be used with smart crops for your social media. I would also recommend that you have at least 10 flat lays that we would use in order to illustrate your product. So we would have 2 photos per each product. That would make 6 flat lays for that you know that with smart crops you are going to be using them much more. And then I would take 4 in the general style of your website, more veering towards the higher end packages that you have, that would not be specific for each of your products, but that could be used for anything else that you create within the year. This would include, for example, worksheets, webinars, videos that you are promoting, blog posts that you are promoting, anything else. And that can also be used to illustrate your website as header in your main page or your blog posts, or for example as floating backgrounds as well. In these flat lays, I would definitely include electronics where you would be able to afterwards overlay whatever you need to overlay in them. Ideally, you would also get about 3 to 10 lifestyle images showing groups of people working together in order to illustrate your group programs, and also some images showing some beautiful details that you may have in your brand if your brand is professionally designed. So, for example, your branding collateral such as business cards and gift packages that you may give to your clients, or some gift bags that you give to members of your retreat. If it is in your budget, definitely hire a professional photographer to photograph your retreats and to photograph conferences where you are, and definitely take professional photos of your book if you are a book author. If it is not in your budget, just keep the number of images above, which means that with 15 to 25 product, lifestyle images, flat lays, and about 5 portrait photos, which means a grand total of 20 to 30 images, you are set. That's what you would need in order to promote your business for 1 year. Divide them well, choose smartly based on your business objectives, and your photos will show great result. If you have bigger budget, shoot more. That's fantastic. But if you don't, remember, 20 to 30 high quality photos can be all that you need to promote your business for 1 year. If you like this video and would like more like it, subscribe to my channel and share it with all your friends. Remember to download the checklist with all these questions so that you can get ready for the photo shoot below in the description of this video. If you would like to work with me, you can book your free call in the link below so that then we can discuss all your needs. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon with more videos to help your business grow beyond your wildest dreams.